I was sick Monday. So Monday, let's see, Monday morning at like 5 o'clock, I got up because I had to poop. It was just like, whoa!
Like Dumb and Dumber when he goes to the bathroom.
Just like that. It was like,
Oh no.
it was like a jet. So I looked up how to shut off the green borders. Oh wow,
Yeah.
I'm on the opposite side now.
I think probably because I called you.
Can I flip it? That's weird. Well, fine. I guess I'll just be on that side now. Well, I set my camera up so I look towards you, towards the camera. Now I'm going to be looking over here. Well, if I move it there, then it's crooked, and then I got to mess with it for a half hour to get it straight.
We don't have a half hour.
I know. Okay. All right. All right. Everything's going.
You gotta turn your mic gain back down again, I think.
Laura steals my stuff. All right, it's down. It's pretty down.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty down. I could put it here.
Better.
All right.
Yeah, that's not better.
Yeah, Laura steals my camera and my tripod and my mic to do her cooking videos, and then I got to put it all back together, and then I got to figure out how it all works again.
Yeah.
All right.
How's
So
video going? Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
now I'm not freaking centered. I had it all perfect. All right. Well, I got it up, and I'm thinking about it. Someone broke into the other shop last night.
Oh, no.
The mechanic shop in the showroom, and I have pictures to show you if you're interested in seeing them.
Yeah, send them.
Actually, I could put them right here, and I could go bam. So,
God. Oh my. Whoa.
so there's a big gate on both sides that you drive up to, and it slides open. A big heavy metal gate. So two guys in a van rammed the gate until it came off the hinges.
Jeez.
Then they drove through this door,
Jesus.
and which these cars were right here. Here's their tire tracks. So this Cobra here got so much glass on it that we have to take it apart and repaint it.
Oh.
So that's going to be coming over. My manager... What's that?
What did they steal?
Nothing. So they went through this door. Switch, please. Oh, come on. Where's the other one? There it is. So they went through this door all the way up to this. I know we can zoom here.
Yeah.
This is a 34 Oldsmobile. And there was a tire print. There was a sign right here. There was a tire print on that where they stopped. So they went in here. One guy jumped in. There's like a Shelby Mustang over here somewhere.
Yeah.
He jumped in that and was looking for keys, I guess. The other guy went down this hallway here, and they looked at the camera. He saw the camera, and he stopped and looked directly at the camera. And he and he turned around, and they both got in the van, and then they did a burnout in reverse. That's what this is. They got the hell out of there. And then instead of going back through the gate that they just rammed, and how do I shut this off? Do I do it like this? Do I do it like this?
Whoa.
Instead of going back through the open gate that they just destroyed, they went through the parking lot and through the other gate.
Drugs are bad.
Oh, and they had like the surgical masks on and stuff. I was thinking I was wondering how long it's going to be till people start doing crimes and stuff, since they got to, wearing masks. But yeah, I guess, I don't know if they were looking for keys or if they were looking for a safe or something. But as soon as you go through that door, the alarm blares inside there. Like, it's super loud. So they were probably already freaking out.
Yeah.
So we got to repaint that car. They got to fix both gates in the door. They got to clean all the glass out. The cars are just completely filled with glass.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a 54, I don't remember what it is, a Lincoln or something next to that Cobra that just got a complete like buff job and it's perfect. So now we're going to have to repaint and or buff it again, depending on how bad it is. Oh my God. So, so my manager said it was going to be like 30 grand just to repaint that Cobra for us to do it.
Oh yeah. Easy.
So that happened this morning, like 1 o'clock in the morning. I got some other stories. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So next thing is, oh man, did I get the pictures? I didn't get the pictures ready. I'll put them in the video. The dealer, the Volkswagen dealer that has my car, they sent me a picture of the car. It's on a lift. The hood's off. The engine's out. The whole front of the car is off. The bumper, the radiator support, everything. And they sent me this picture of the instructions with the short shifter with the shift lever and all the hardware, and then the package next to it that has the hardware, and there's a big empty spot where the shift lever is supposed to be.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, great. So I get a hold of the place I got it from. I told them, I sent them pictures. They said, yeah, send us that one back, and then we'll send you another one, unless you just want to pay for it, and then we'll send another one out right away. And I was like, send it out right now. Put it on the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I got to pay for it and then get reimbursed or whatever. So I didn't get a email confirmation. So I emailed them the next day. Then the next day I was like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, sorry. Sent me an email confirmation.
There you go.
At the end of the day, and it had my address here on it as a shipping address. And I was like, I was already freaking out because I was trying to paint something and it wasn't going right. So I'm emailing this lady back and she's not replying. So I called her phone number that's on the email and nobody answered. It went to a voicemail and the voicemail didn't work. So it disconnected me.
Oh, man.
So I wrote her an email and said, hey, this is wrong. We got to fix it right now before it goes out. And then I just called the place back and talked to a different customer service person. And they're just like, yeah, we'll switch that. Shh. Okay, there it goes. It's done. So cool. That got fixed. So all the parts are there. They have the engine out. They're putting stuff together. They got to wait for the shift lever, but they can put that on like last.
Yeah.
It should be there between Monday and Wednesday next week. Actually, that'll be the day that you're seeing this if I get it out on time. What else happened? Geez, so many things happen.
You're working though, so that's good.
I'm still working. Oh, speaking of still working, I was sick Monday. So Monday morning at like 5 o'clock, I got up because I had to poop. And it wasn't normal. It was just like, whoa!
Like Dumb and Dumber when he goes to the bathroom.
Just like that. It was like,
oh no.
It was like a jet. So I was like, wow, that was weird. I don't know. Did I eat? Because Laura made some chicken, and I was like, she put the temperature gauge in it, and it cooked it to the right temperature. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it was that. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
So then, like, it kept happening. Like I had to stand up for long enough to get circulation back in my legs, and then go right back to sitting on the toilet. And this went on from like 5 until, well, no, I would have gotten up at 6. So it was right before 6, and it went on until like 7:20.
Oh my God.
And like in between, I'm like getting up, like get dressed. Okay, go back to the bathroom. Okay, get my lunch together. Okay, go back to the bathroom.
Oh,
so
you should have just called in, dude.
Well,
at a certain point.
She gave me some Imodium, and I'm like, man, I don't want to use this stuff because usually, like, if this is happening, something is in you that needs to get out, and you don't want to stop it up in there. So I took some so I could at least try to get to work. So I drive to work. I get to work. As soon as I get there, I go unlock the place, go into the back. Well, no, I was late. I was going to be late. I told my guy I was going to be late, but I got there right on time. Clocked in, went straight to the bathroom, got dressed. I had stuff I had to paint. And I was painting it.
Tyvek suit having the trots.
I was painting stuff, and I had to paint and then take my suit off, go to the bathroom, come back, put my suit back on. And then I told my manager, I got the base coat on everything, and I told him, hey, I'm going to clear this stuff, and then I'm going to go home. And he said, well, you got 24 hours to clear it, so you can just go home now if you want and clear it tomorrow. And I said, well, I'm going to clear it in case I'm not here tomorrow. So this is all happening Monday morning. I get the stuff cleared, and it's like 12:20, so I'm like 20 minutes over lunch break. And I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. See ya. So I go home, and I'm pretty good the rest of the day. I think the Imodium kind of kicked in. And then later that night, I went to bed. I think it was like 1 a.m. I woke up, and I was just in and out of the bathroom for like 2 hours.
Jesus.
So that would have been Tuesday morning. And then most of Tuesday wasn't too bad. There was a couple here and there. But I kind of thought, because Laura, it didn't happen to Laura, so it couldn't have been anything because we're eating the same stuff. I'm eating leftovers for lunch. So I'm like, well, I wonder if the gluten is finally catching up to me, because she tested negative for it, and Will's gluten thing had to come from one of us. So I'm like, man, I wonder, because this is what happened to Will when we were trying to figure out what was wrong with him. So Tuesday, I didn't eat any gluten at all. And then, what's today? Thursday? Wednesday, I went to work. I didn't have anything left in me. You have that feeling like I got to sit on the toilet, but there's like nothing to come out.
But dry heat.
Yeah. So Wednesday, I was pretty good. My stomach kind of hurt. And then today, I've been fine. I didn't pee for like at least 24 hours.
You were dehydrated.
So dehydrated. So then, like yesterday, I started peeing a little bit. So it's like, all right, well, that's good news.
Well, that's good. My kidneys work.
So then today I've been fine. So I don't know. Maybe it's the gluten. The only way to really find out is to go have a test at a doctor, which I don't really want to go to a doctor's office right now.
Go eat a loaf of bread tonight and see if it happens again.
Or to eat a loaf of bread. Well, it happened Monday. So Sunday we ate like everything that we ate was like bread or like straight gluten out of the can. Or, it was like, and I was drinking beer, which is also gluten.
Oh, yeah. Very gluten-y. Yeah.
So Sunday was like a super gluten day. So I don't know.
Or case of the beer trots. It's all good.
I don't know. It was kind of weird. But so that, because I didn't have a fever, like I wasn't sick other than that. I didn't feel sick any other way.
Like bug, it happens. I mean, you got to remember, just because there's COVID-19 doesn't mean all the other stuff is stopped either. So a little 24-hour stomach bug and you're good to go.
Then I saw those pictures, and I almost did mine, and I almost did this too because I'm getting kind of sick of it.
Mine was blowing around in the wind today. It's so windy outside. I was working on my truck, and I could see it doing this in the wind, and I was like, what the fuck? I could see it out of my peripheral vision blowing up, and I was like, this is annoying.
I want to have it like down, but man, this has been so hard to get it that long.
I stopped trimming mine, and it's been growing. I'm going to grow it ZZ Top style. I'm not going to let him touch it. I'm going to buzz cut my hair and ZZ Top my beard.
I want to get my hair long enough that it doesn't do all this crap anymore, but it just seems it won't get past that point.
Yeah, you got to really grow it out. I'm going to take a while to grow mine back out, but I had to do something, so I done did it.
I got it trimmed just like a little bit a couple times since I've been doing it. What else? So Laura got us for Easter she got the kids one of those new Super Nintendo ones that have all the old games on them. It's
cool.
It's like a little tiny Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
But cool. She didn't know apparently there's this one that she got, And then there's this super badass one that has the games that you actually want on it. She didn't know there was two of them, but I mean, this one's got like freaking 800 games, but a lot of them are kind of crappy. But there's also like Mario and stuff like that on there.
Mario's cool. I liked Mario back in the day.
It's not the Mario that she wanted. It's not Super Mario World. It's like Mario 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
But
the OG Mario, yeah.
the super old ones. But I mean, we
But
played.
like
You know,
NES, not even Super NES. That's just
it
Nintendo.
says Super NES, but I think it is just NES. Like, yeah,
Mario 1, 2, and 3 were NES, and then Super Mario Brothers was on NES, and then Super Mario World was on Super NES.
that's the one she wanted. And now she can't find it for under like $200 because there's none in the stores, but people are selling them for a lot.
Yeah, don't spend that much. My buddy had like Arduino or Pi, Raspberry Pi versions of those. So it's like a little, you know what a Pi is, right?
I should, and I know I've heard that, but I can't think of what it is.
It's just a little mini computer, and he had all those games loaded on one, and then you could buy a controller that was like a Super NES or NES style, but it plugged into USB, and you could play it, and it was pretty neat. He was selling them for a while. He put them in all sorts of random things, like random Disney figurines and stuff. It was kind of neat.
Hmm. Oh, just you could put it in whatever you want and then just play the game off of it. Oh,
Yeah, because
that's cool.
I mean, it's just a little chip. It's like the size of a credit card and probably like, an inch thick. It was
That's cool.
pretty cool. Yeah, he was doing cool stuff.
So Will and I played Mario for a while, and then I guess Laura was playing it with him for a couple hours the other day, like Ninja Turtles.
Ooh,
Played
yeah.
like Streets of. Well, it wasn't Streets of Rage. I don't remember what it was. Anyway,
Street Fighter.
it was like one of those side scroller like Streets of Rage, but it was called something else.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Gorge
so we
check.
did that. Um, biggest news of the last 2 decades. Final Fantasy VII Remake is out.
Oh yeah, I seen you posting about that. It seems like you liked it.
Yeah, when the PS3 came out in I don't know when I was in Wyoming, so like 2006,
Yeah.
they made like a trailer. So Final Fantasy VII came out in 1997, and it was just like really blocky triangle pixely crap,
Yeah.
but it was good for 1997. So when the PS3 came out in like '05, they made this trailer of the intro scene to that, like with new technology, and everyone freaked out. Like, oh my God, they're remaking it. And they're like, no, we just made that to show you what the PS3 can do. So
Never.
since then, people have been waiting for it. Like they finally started working on it, I don't know, 5-7 years ago, and it just came out like last week. So
Wow.
that's big news for me because I played that game so many times.
Oh boy.
But I've only played it for like 3 hours because I want to stream it some more, but I can't just stream it whenever. I'll probably do some more this weekend.
Yeah. I watched the final Star Wars last night. It
Oh, is
was
that on Disney now?
it was on Amazon Prime. I had to rent it, but it was worth $6.
$6. That's not bad.
It
I
was
did see something that you can watch it at home now, but I didn't see if it was. I just figured it was on Disney.
I haven't found it on Disney Plus yet because I have one of those subscriptions, but I did find it on Amazon Prime. It was awesome.
I think we can get onto Laura's mom's Amazon Prime. We're not going to have time to watch it tonight by the time we get done with this.
No, it's like 2.5 hours long.
What do you think of it? I've heard mixed reviews.
Um, Overall, it was awesome. Probably one of the better movies I've ever seen. There were definitely points and times and things within it. I was like, what? Or that's not how Star Wars does it. Because Star Wars has a theme, the way they shoot stuff, just like Marvel.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, that was kind of weird. It wasn't Star Wars-esque, but Overall, definitely one of my favorite films.
Good as far as like the story. I know you probably don't follow stuff like the super nerds that follow the lore, like figure stuff
No,
out within the
I don't
world.
go into like all the other like comic books and other series and stuff. I'm like, well, that doesn't match up with comic
Yeah,
79313. I'm like, it's a good story. Um,
yeah.
it was interesting. There were some twists I didn't see coming, and there were twists I did see coming, and there was all um, very nostalgic feeling. Lots of kind of cameos, if you would, from people, and it was good. It was very good. There were definitely points within it where I was like, "Holy shit!" Like just like completely shocked, and there were points within it that I was bored out of my mind, and I was like, "Is this necessary?" There were points in it that you're just not necessarily in shock, but just completely in it. They did a really good job. I think they did a good job, and I think they did a good finish to it.
That's kind of more how I look at a lot of movies I watch, or like for example, Gwen and I watched that movie Annihilation. That's about the meteor that comes down into this lighthouse, and then there's this like shimmer around this forest that keeps getting bigger, and anyone that goes in there doesn't come out. So then this group of people go in there. Anyway, I watched it, and I took it as a good movie, pretty good movie, and this is what I think. It's aliens, I think. But then I saw like on my YouTube a recommended thing came up about that. So I watched it, and the guy was talking about how the whole movie was about cancer. And the alien thing was like cancer. I don't even, I was like, what? And then I told
Yeah,
Gwen, because she watched it with me, and she's just like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Which it does make sense if you're looking at it like in a, I don't even, I
yeah.
don't know.
People try to make movies more than they are sometimes. And it's just like,
Like
shut up.
you're looking too much into it. Yeah, I could see maybe, but that's not what I saw with my eyes.
Yeah, you thought about it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot. I've been kind of working on my truck. Nothing groundbreaking. Just a little bit here, a little bit there.
Well, the one day that I stayed home, the day and a half, I'm just like, oh man, I love staying home. It's my favorite thing to do. And I
Yeah.
can't do it, and everybody gets to do it, but I should look at it as I have a job and I'm getting paid still. My work isn't closed.
Yeah, that's
Um,
how I'm at it.
Laura's been applying for jobs, and there was one that pays pretty good, like way better than what she's making now, and actually maybe a little bit more than what I'm making.
Oh,
So she applied for it. She applied for a few, and then she got a reply from that one today that said you meet all of our minimum requirements, and we're going to move you on to the next round, next group of people.
does that happen to be a state job?
It's I think it's within a school district. I don't know if it's
Hmm, okay.
Cherry Creek or Denver or what.
Right on.
Um,
Awesome. I hope it works out.
I think it's like a early childhood development type lady. I don't know
Right.
exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, your
But
wording sounded like the way the state words their emails when you're
mm,
applying for stuff. So,
I mean it could be, or it could be, yeah, I don't know. I'm
mm,
not really sure how school districts and stuff work, or it might not even be. She might have found this one somewhere else.
yeah,
But
and you price it. That'd be cool.
she didn't want to get on Indeed because she did before, and her work can see her, they can track her on there somehow. And then her boss was like, "Hey, what are you doing looking for jobs?" A while ago.
I'd be like,
So,
looking for a new job because you people are jerks.
and I'm like, no, you're laid. They laid you off right now. You're at home. Screw them. Go on there and look for a job. Who the hell cares if they see you on there? They're the ones that laid you off.
Well,
So,
exactly. You
I
can't
mean,
just sit around waiting.
not that they had a choice or not, but they still laid you off. What do they expect you to do? Just to sit around and wait to see what happens? Um, so go on there and do it. I don't know if she did or not, but that was
Tell her
my
that
take.
I got a lot of good jobs on Indeed. Actually, this job I found on Indeed.
I found Furniture Row Racing on Indeed.
Oh,
What else? Frontier, I think.
yeah.
That's probably about it. Because you got me into SGS,
Yeah,
and
I
then
found it, yes, on Facebook.
all my other jobs before that were the Mustang shops.
Yeah, and you got me the job at Terry's. I got four-wheel parts and SGS on Craigslist.
Oh yeah, you worked at Four Wheel Parts.
Yeah, for like 2 minutes. Not a very good employee there.
No,
I fucked up so many wheels. I'm not good at bling bling wheels.
you need one of those tire changers like Jenkins was talking about that does it by itself.
Yeah, well, so they buy these bling bling wheels, but they're little wheel machine. They're Chinese, so they're shitty and they're cheap, and the paint's cheap and crappy. And they wouldn't buy the little plastic deals for their tire machine. And I'm like, yes, you're gonna gouge.
Oh, that
What's it
goes
does?
around.
Well, they go on the feet so that when you clamp it, you don't gouge it. And then on the bar, that comes down the foot, there's
Yeah.
one on there. And they didn't have any of those. And I'm like, all your plastics wore out because it was there, but it all was gouged through by now. And I was like, sorry. It's like, well, we got to buy this guy a wheel now because you scratched it. And I'm like, I would like to see the scratch. And it had like down in the lug hole, there was like the lightest of little tiny scratch. And I was like, oh, well, have him pull it back in. I'll take it off and I'll buff that little scratch out. No big deal. Put it back on. No, we're not doing that. We're going to buy him a wheel. I was like, well, you guys are stupid.
Buy him a wheel. You got to take the tire off of that one. You got to put it on the other one.
Yeah. And it was just stupid shit like that all the time. And I'm like, this isn't working out for me. I'm going to move on.
Yeah, I don't know. Not that I don't like if I had this job when I was younger at one of the other Mustang shops, it would have been the best thing ever. Not that I don't like this job and I do like the company and everything, but the benefits aren't really there. The health insurance is there and that's it. And I'm like I'm to the point now where like I need dental and vision and maybe a retirement thing. Speaking of retirement things, Laura's dad's been teaching her how to use about Ameritrade.
Oh.
For stocks and bonds and stuff like that and setting stuff up for the kids. And I was like, man, that's kind of exactly what I want to do now because all the stocks are crashed.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to do that before this happened. So, if we can set something up now that's decent, maybe, in a few years, stuff will come back up a little bit and I might have something.
There you go.
So we're looking at that, which would be cool. Anyway.
Take Trump check and invest it.
Oh, I got that.
Good.
I got it yesterday. And Laura got hers like the day before. And then Gwen's dad got his with Gwen's money, the 500. Mm-hmm. So Laura didn't get Gwen's money, but they're going to split it. And so I got mine and I got the extra 500 for Will.
Nice.
And we were watching a thing last night that said that some people might not even get them till like September because they can only send out like 5 million checks a day.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm like, the whole thing's messed up. We're not going to go down that road today.
All right, well, I got direct deposit. I didn't get my tax refund still. I'm still waiting on that.
Really?
Yeah, well, my federal one. I got the state one.
Oh, okay.
And we tried to check on it, and it said, you suck. Yeah, anyway, I got the money, so that's cool.
Cool.
we're not in a bad shape right now. I think I didn't finish my story about my car. They
Oh,
think it'll be done by the end of the month, which is when we were planning on going anyway before all this COVID started. Um, and now it's still going to be the end of the month. Hopefully, they said they could give me like a week's heads up of when they know it's going to be done.
yeah.
So, what's today? Like the 14th or something like that. So, a couple weeks, hopefully, I'll have my car.
Go in May sometime and get it.
What?
You're gonna go in May sometime and get it.
Well, I want to go like if they say it's going to be done the last week of April, I want to be there last week of April.
Oh,
But if Laura gets another job, man, well, I can just go by myself. But that was the whole reason we were waiting so long was because she was going to have more vacation by then.
oh.
And then
Hey,
this
she's
all
got plenty of vacation now.
and then this all happened. And then we thought the dealer was going to be closed, which they weren't, so they kept working on it. And then Laura got laid off, so now we can go whenever. But they're planning on reopening her daycare on like the 27th or something. And I was like, she's like, "Do you want me to go back?" And I was like, we talked about it. I was like, "No, not really. I don't want you to go into a place with 100 kids."
Well, and I'm sure that's pending Polis opening up the state. And from what I'm hearing, that's not going to happen on the 26th. So,
Yeah, I think that's why they planned it then. But her supervisor, her center director, I guess she figured something out with the company that if she can get a minimum of 45 kids to come regularly, then they can reopen with so many people.
ugh,
And I'm like, so the classrooms would only have 10 kids and 2 teachers, but that's still
12 people.
12 people per classroom. So Laura's going to be in one with 11 other people. Will's going to be in one with 11 other people. So that's 22 right there. And then those people are going to go out to maybe 2 other people. That's 44 other people. And I'm like, I don't really like those odds.
Well,
So-
yeah, you end up at like 60, 70 people pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. So she told her, no, hire other people first. And then maybe I'll come in a different batch of people or something.
There you
And she didn't reply to her text, but she did her boss put this Facebook post like, you have to take your job back when it's offered to you. And if you don't, then you can't get unemployment anymore.
Yeah, but do they have it documented really?
Well, Laura emailed the corporation today asking him about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, Facebook is not like an official place to post news about your job rules, you know?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Those are dogs.
hey, dogs, are you here?
Their nails are getting long. We got to take them in and get them trimmed. There's a puppy here. Simon, you're on camera.
Hi.
Yeah, he's annoyed. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't have a lot going on. I've just been hanging out. Welding, building stuff. I got a trailer. I fixed the latches. Now I'm trying to register it, which that's a process because I can't go to the DMV right now. So I have to fill out some forms and drop them off. And then we're going to play that game via drop off forms for a week or two. So
I heard that since the DMV is closed that they're just like forgiving if your tags are expired until they reopen.
I get tags in the first place on this trailer. So
I wonder how that works.
I parked it. I fixed it a little bit and I parked it and I'm waiting for tags.
Because I put stickers, I did emissions and plates on the truck like 2 weeks before all this happened. So I wish it would have been April that I had to renew. Yeah. It snowed here. It's been snowing all day.
How many
Again.
feet?
Well, it's supposed to be 2 or 3 inches, but the roads are too warm, so they're just wet. It all melts on the road, but the grass
Yeah,
has a bunch of snow on them.
that's okay.
Yeah,
It's windy here. Windy, decently warm, 60.
60.
Cloudy.
It's like 27.
Yeah, it's been like a 20-mile-an-hour sustained wind. So
Well, I just was gonna tell those stories, and I told them really fast because I didn't know how much time we had, and I wanted to get through them. I think that was it.
yeah. Well, I'm not very exciting. Yeah. I'm planning trips for the summer and going places, but I don't really have anything locked in because I don't know when I'll be able to go to them. So I have ideas, I have plans, I'm talking to people, making lots of friends on the face space and talking to them about cool places, and I'm hoping to travel some this summer if they ever lift some of these restrictions.
Oh, that was another thing. Is Will's supposed to start kindergarten? What,
Mm-hmm.
July or
August,
August or whenever
yeah.
they start? And I was like, well, how's that going to work? Are they going to do kindergarten from home on the computer? And then if they do, then he won't be at school, so then he'll have to go to daycare still.
You'll
Uh,
figure
if
it out. Don't put
if
the cart before the horse yet. It'll all come out.
if Laura gets another job, you know. But if she gets that job, I think it'll be enough money that it'll absorb the discount that she was getting. So,
Well, and if he's in kindergarten, he'll be in school while she's at school doing teachery stuff. So,
well, not if the schools don't reopen for next school year in July or August or whenever.
mm,
Well, I mean, I know that they're putting these dates like what it was, April 13th and then April 27th, and then they're going to move it to May 15th or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like till January.
yeah, I'm like at June 1st right now, but we'll see how it goes.
I
I would
mean,
expect to be doing this at least till June 1.
maybe, but yeah, well, they were talking about how a lot of the doctors think it's going to come back in like fall. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to go down in the summer and come back in the fall. And if they let everybody out of their houses, it's just going to come right back up. Maybe. I don't know. But
I don't know right now. I'm just kind of waiting it out. Hey, this is working. My dog's attacking me. This is working. So one foot in front of the other until they tell me different right now.
yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking about that today. I was like, man, how's school going to work for Will? Like his first time in school.
They'll get
You
it all
know.
figured out, all in time. Don't worry about it yet. You got months.
Oh, I just thought of the one other thing that I think is all I have.
What's that?
Um, I'm pretty sure none of my family listens to this except my parents, but even if they do, um, doesn't really matter. So part of when my grandpa died, my dad and my sister were supposed to split his land
Mm-hmm.
that he owned himself. I think my grandma owned some of it, so they would have got a few acres. Like, I'm just gonna say it would have been like 88 acres each.
Okay.
And my dad farmed some of the land like half his life or whatever.
Yeah.
So they told me that my grandpa, when he was towards the end, he was made to think that my dad was going to die from all those surgeries, organ transplants. So someone made him think my dad's going to die and got him to switch his will so that my dad's sister got all the land.
What the fuck?
So not only did my dad get screwed out of that, his sister's not going to use it for anything other than to sell it and get the money, or maybe even sell it to my cousin, her son, because I thought he was going to farm a lot of that land.
Well, why did you do the right thing if she sells it and split half of it with your dad?
Well, I think my mom went up to her and said, hey, don't you think that Dean should get his share of that. And she's like, nope. So
I hate that shit.
they,
I'm
my,
gonna spend
my,
everything stupidly in my last years. Very, very stupidly. I'm not leaving a penny for anybody.
well, yeah, I know we're talking about it. Like, I know, say that happened to me and my sister. I know we wouldn't fight over it.
You'd split it.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why people can't just get along. But the thing that sucks, well, my dad doesn't get his share of it. Well, they got a lawyer, so they're working on seeing if there's something that can be done about it. But what sucks also is after my dad, that land would have gone to me and my sister. So I don't get it either. And we had talked briefly about maybe moving out there in the next 5 or 10 years. And if I had some land to go to, that would be awesome.
Yeah. If you had a reason to go back there other than, well, my mom and dad live there. Oh, well, there's some land that's going to be willed to me, or my dad can deed it to me, my little acre or whatever, hypothetical, my acre that I could build my house on and build whatever I want on,
And that's what I was thinking. If it's the one that I understand that it is, it's really cool. There's fields and there's like hills, and then down the other side there's woods and a creek that goes through it. It's like, oh man, that'd be awesome. Build a house out there by the woods.
Cool, yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. And that's what I'd want to do. That would be my goal to work towards. But so hopefully the lawyer can figure something out.
Yeah, hopefully the sister does the right thing and knows your grandfather's intentions, and yeah.
And I don't think my grandma can do anything about it because it was his and it's in his will that way. I don't know. But I did call my grandma the other day because we were going to go see her when we went to get my car. And we're not going to anymore because I don't think it's a good idea. So I called her and the kids talk to her because she's living by herself now, as far as I know. And she's like 86 maybe.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people come to see her very often. So.
Yeah, my grandparents are kind of like that. And yeah, I've been talking to my grandma Hanson a lot. I need to call my grandma Erickson, talk to them a little. I don't know. I don't think about it during the day, and then it's like, 7:30 here. Well, it's 8:30 there. I'm not calling them, So
yeah, it's another thing too. The time change. Well, one weekend I told Will, hey, don't let me forget to call great grandma.
Yeah.
Like on Friday. And then I think Sunday, he's like, hey, we got to call grandma. And then I was doing something. So I'm like, not now. And then I didn't think about it till I was already in bed.
Yeah, I need to be better about that. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll give him a call.
Yeah, she's like, I didn't think I'd ever live long enough to see something like this.
I bet. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. She probably heard about it when she was a kid,
Yeah, I mean, well, let's say she's 85. That would be like 1940, 1935-ish when she was born.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was just after, so like the Spanish flu stuff was like earlier than that. It was like 1918 or something.
Yeah, so she probably heard about it as a kid, but didn't experience it firsthand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna go do some stuff.
All right.
Try to do some fun stuff so that I have something to talk about.
Yeah, do that. I got a zombie game for $15 that I'm playing that scares Will, so we're gonna go play that, I think, before bedtime.
Oh, that's good.
He used to love zombies. When we watched Walking Dead, he'd love to watch Walking Dead. So, all right, I'm gonna go scare my kid right before bedtime.
All right, good call, buddy.
Go do something interesting. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with getting your kid to sleep. Short episode. Bye, y'all. Thanks
all right,
for watching.
see you next time.
Like, subscribe. What's the other one? Comment.
Yeah, you're supposed to say ring the bell, but I don't like to say that because I don't ring the bell because I don't I don't want notifications when videos come out. I want to look through them when I'm ready and find the ones I want to watch.
There's one or two I like to click notifications on, but that's because like they do giveaways, like crazy good giveaways, or like, crazy t-shirts or something stupid like that I'm just like, well, I want to be able to get one of those stupid t-shirts. So there's a couple I do that, but we don't have t-shirts or giveaways because we're poor. So
not yet, but so you could say
like us, follow us. And my friend Tom, I was talking with him tonight. He lives in Taiwan. So I'm going to talk to him. Maybe we can get him on. He's a cool dude.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What time is it in Taiwan at 7 o'clock Colorado time? It's probably like 7 a.m.
When I talked to him like 3 hours ago, it was like 6:30 in the morning. So
yeah, so they're probably like
9:30 or 10.
12-hour difference. Oh, 10.
Like 13-hour difference.
That could be doable.
Yeah, it's weird. He has weird sleep schedule. It's daytime there now, so like if he wasn't working, he could definitely do it, I think.
Okay.
We'll have to talk to him.
You could say thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing.
Thanks for your liking, commenting, and subscribing. Hit the notification bell over in the corner, one of these corners, if you want a notification when a new video comes out. Because sometimes we don't do a video 1 week, and it's a week late, and you forget about us. But we're here.
We got messed up last week. I was having a bad week, so I didn't even make a post about it. So
I had a bad week. It's all good. All good weeks.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week then.
All right. Good luck with that.